This is the card we're going to be doing today. Aren't the colors pretty? This, I really like these colors. And look at the tab, the flap on this envelope. This is the designer embossing folder called Join Together, I believe. I use the Layers of Beauty, which is perfect. I love this stamp set. I hope they keep it in for a very long time. And I use the Everyday Arches. I use the second, third, and fourth largest ones. There's the Join Together. At first I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I really like it. And I'm using the mass. And I use my Basic Jewels rhinestones. I just stamped this. Now, I cut off this right here and use it on the inside because it's too big to fit on here. And so it gives you an inside. I've used the Petunia Pop, bordered ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch. And the dies come from the Layers of Beauty stamp set. I use this one and this one are the same, only this is 5 leaves, this is 2. This is 5 leaves, this is 2, and they're the same design. So I just used, I think I used 3 of those, 2 of those, 3 of these, and 5 of those, or 4 of those, something like that. You'll see when I do it. But anyways, this is a magnet so I don't lose them. Because you know me, I'm an accident waiting to happen and I lose everything. But I do love doing this because I did the same on the Mossy Meadow and the basic white arch and then the envelope. So it all ties together and matches. I thought that was kind of nice that way. So I am bringing this in and I'm going to do this first. This is my mask and my there we go. So I am trying to get this right at the bottom here, so it, and then I'm just going to press it down because I've got tape on the back to hold it, and I have tape here that I keep. And if I just get this set up, there we go. Now I am using Pretty in Pink and Petunia Pop, and for the centers I'm using Daffodil Delight. The centers of these flowers. So I am going to start with my Pretty in Pink. I need to re-ink this one, but I didn't want to do it before I got this light pink that I wanted for this card. So I'll have to ink it up after this video. I just wanted it light. So how's everybody doing today? How are you enjoying this heat? How are you standing this heat? Bill and I went out in the garden yesterday, and I had a black top on. Full sun. Oh my goodness. It was very warm. This is Petunia Pop. Yeah, I'm not quite used to like I can stand the heat, but just not when it's pouring on you, like in a black top. My goodness, that was something else. Like in the shade, I'm fine, but in that direct sun, oh boy, that was different. See, in that, the colors are so pretty. Just making sure everything's lined up. And I close this up. I shouldn't have. We have a couple plum tomatoes that are taking over our raised bed, like unbelievable. I've had plum tomatoes before, but they have never grown like these. Oh, I couldn't believe how big and bushy and like, wow. So we're staking them up, and we have a stake with a fencing so that they could climb it. Well, some of it climbed, but other didn't. So we had to take, there's a pole this way, and then we had to take an angle, a pole this way to hold that one up, and then tie it all in. And oh my word, it's kind of funny actually. But we got it so that it was smothering some of the plants out because it was so big and just taking over, literally taking over the whole entire bed. It's crazy. I've never had Roma tomatoes grow that big before, ever. I'm just hoping it produces as many tomatoes as it is big. Because sometimes they trick you. And they are big, but they don't produce anything. But these are massive, massive tomatoes. So I'm going to use the Petunia Pop in here. Just these two colors, and now I'm going to be adding the third one. But see how pretty that is? Oh my goodness, it's stunning. And now I'm going to bring in the Daffodil Delight. and just do the centers. There's just 5 centers. Goodness me. Yeah, they're just, I think this one needs to be a little bit darker. There. Now I gotta put these aside, and I'm going to bring in my old olive. And I am going to clean up my area here so that I'm not going to get that in my green. There we go. So this one comes off. The 4th one goes on. Sorry about that. It's nothing. I just do this all the time. Okay. I did ink this one up. So I have to be careful that I don't make it too dark. There. See how pretty that is? The colors are just gorgeous. Trying to connect all the had a piece of Scotch tape on there still. I love this stamp set. It is, with Misc, it is a beautiful stamp set. It's a $1 Million Achiever stamp set. I can't think of her name. It's got to be there. No. No, it's not there. I'm pretty sure it's a $1 Million Achiever stamp set. It was in last year's. But this is gorgeous. I absolutely love roses. Look at that, the details in the green. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to put that aside, and now I'm finished with my brushes. I can put those aside. Oh, and I stamped this in basic gray. I did not want the starkness of the black. I wanted a little bit lighter, but not too light. I wanted you to be able to see it, but it's not like the black would be. Okay, that goes away. Now I gotta take this up. I have 2 of these on the back because the one is getting old, so I just made a new one so it doesn't wiggle back and forth and move on me. Once they get a little bit, you've used them for a while, that's what happens. So I will come back in a minute as soon as I die cut this. I remember to put the paper down. Sometimes I forget, and that light shines for you, and I'm sorry about that. There. That gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, what I am doing is I am cutting off this. So, there we go. Now I am going to cut into here. I'm going to fussy cut it. So that there's no indication that there was ever anything there. Oopsie. I thought I got rid of that, but apparently I didn't. So, now, there it is. I brought it in here. There's that, and there's that one, and there's that one. It all matches. It's kind of like, but over. I had to put it in sideways to get it. There it is. I did like that, and I made sure that that was at the edge, and then I actually didn't fold it down, but as long as it sits there, I ran it through like this, but I made sure it was at the edge. Okay, that's done. Put that aside. Yeah, stand up. So now I am going to start attaching all this. I attached that already because I figured it just saves time. And then you have to bring it and you have to make sure that it is all even. Like that. Isn't that pretty? Now this goes in the center. There we go. Over a little bit, I moved it. There. Press it down. There we go. Oh, I got an itch. So now I am going to, this goes like this. But I am going to put this aside for a couple minutes and start sorting out my, okay, that's the wrong side and there's a piece in there. Get that out, and there, and I will show you how many pieces I have of each. That's backwards. There's another one there. I have extra if I need them, and didn't put the right amount in here. I used more of the dark because this is light. I needed the dark to just make it pop. So I am starting with this, and it goes right here. So I'm going to get my small bottle of glue, or small needle nose. And it goes up here. And one of these whoa. Yeah. That looks backwards. Yeah, it is. I need it this way. There we go. Oh. Okay. That is going to there. And then this one is like that. And now I am taking this one, make sure I keep the right side up, and it's going to go here. Like that, because I wanted to lengthen it a bit. And now this one is going to come down here. Yep, try to take it away. There we go. That. Now, clean my fingers. And this one is going to go right in here. Now I am going to take these. And they are going on this side. And then another one. They just don't like to come to me. And this one is going to go down in here. And I gotta this one. Oh, that's crazy. This one, yeah, sure. It's going behind this. Can you see it? There. And then this one. Love this small bottle. I got this on Amazon, and it's got the nicest little tiny glue. Well, the tip is just wonderful. There. And then this one. Gotta get it right side up, because these are all going right side up, is going to go right in there. Okay, now this is going to go on here. So I'm trying to figure out how much I can glue. So I can glue most of this. All of these, because they're on the inside. I think I screwed up with that one, but oh well. And then just go in here. There we go. And I am going to try to avoid oh no, I'm getting it all on. Yay! Now I'm just going to push on these for a couple seconds, just so that they adhere, because if they don't adhere they could tear off. Somehow they need to be attached. So now, there we go. When I'm not using a detail, the glue for detail, then I use my normal multi-purpose liquid glue, because I don't want, I don't like having to fill this bottle. So if I just use this for basically everything, then I'm okay. I don't have to fill this bottle up that much. Not pretty. Oh, no, I've got one more to go. This here. And it's going to go like that. I cut the end off so it was straight when I cut it off the flower. So it helps when you're trimming it anyways. You might just as well just make it straight so you can put it on the inside and you don't have to cut it once you get it on. There we go. Now I am going to bring out my glue dots and my fork and make my bow. When I found how to make this bow with using a fork, I have never looked back because it makes the most beautiful bows. Now you can do it with a jig, but a bow maker jig or whatever. But the majority of them I just use my fork and it works beautifully. There we go. Now I'll stick this down with a glue dot. And it goes right there. And it goes around the flowers. Now I'm going to take my picky tool. Whoops. I thought I had it the other way. And this is going to go there. And this one is going to go there. And that bow is not going to twist. So now I've got to get my rhinestones and my picky tool. If you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. Subscribing lets you know when I put up my videos, and it costs you nothing, and it just grows my channel. And I appreciate that so much. Okay, I believe that card is done. And I think it looks absolutely stunning. There we go. So what do you think of my card? Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. Thanks now. Bye.